Hello everyone, Illiterate Greg here again with gameplay from Dat Fat Goose. So I'll just be calling him Goose for this gameplay. Playing difficulty 7 Automatons, neutralizing some orbital cannon with two friends. Loadout here, Jump Pack Commando 500 orbital laser with a grenade engineer. It looks like a light armor he has. He's pretty swift moving amongst this jungle here. And with some other Xbox players, I imagine these are some Xbox friends that are playing together, and so he's still learning the game. You can tell so by some of his gameplay and some of the notes I've made from my first watch of this gameplay. So with this game, I definitely see some room to improve. And this guy's not asking for it, but I'm going to say it anyways. I think it has to do more so with using things for convenience rather than for survival. So the jump pack is a perfect example. There's been some times that I'm going to highlight in this game where he's using the backpack as a convenience mode of travel versus oh dang, I need to jetpack over and run away. And this is one of the times commando should not be used here. So he's got 5 thermite grenades. He's got an ultimatum. He's got 2 other teammates to his right side. The commando is a very swift killer when it comes to automatons, and there may be a Hulk up ahead, there may be a War Strider up ahead that really could use some quick killing from a commando and save teammates. A thermite would have been much better to destroy the fabricator given that he has 5 of them, but that is just the first places that we can improve, and we're going to see it happen again here where he's using commando versus waiting a little bit longer to use it. So that commando could have been useful. If it would have been different if the commando was off cooldown, but we just started the game. So now he's without a support weapon. He does have the ultimatum, which will provide a lot of the close range similar things, but not using the jetpack here when he was getting blown to pieces was a critical mistake. However, not a mistake is coming back in and dropping on top of the Hulk. So I'm going to offset those two situations where dying was probably a negative point thing, dropping on the Hulk was probably a positive point thing, so we're just going to keep him flat at 0 so far. But overall the loadout I think is a really nice loadout. The jetpack and commando do play really well together. 500 laser. I mean, I think that this is a very good loadout. I'm going to give this 2 points for this loadout selection. Things have good coordination. I think the only thing you can consider swapping here is the grenader or the engineer armor, giving him 5 thermite grenades. I don't know if he necessarily needs them. You'll see this gameplay, he doesn't really use all the grenades that much, so he may benefit a lot more from having explosive resistance in this loadout. The Coyote is just a monster all around, so I mean, you really can't fault choosing that into this gameplay. Nerf's gotta be ahead, guys. Gotta tell me about that. I was surprised he was able to climb this wall here. Here comes a War Strider just ahead. Actually, 2 of them just ahead. It would be really nice to have a commando here, but alas, we don't. We also have ultimatum we could use, so there are plenty of options we could utilize here to save some of his teammates. I would have really preferred him to use an ultimatum, but the 500, I think, does some damage. I don't know if it takes out both War Striders here. And a little bit of parkour coming into the battle. War Strider just ahead. We're going to tag him with the commando. It's not the commando, but the Coyote. It's not going to work out too great. The ultimatum would have been amazing right there, but instead running away and creating space. We're going to take out a trooper just ahead. We are working on clearing the first orbital cannon of this gameplay. The War Strider went down by someone else, so that is good. So far looking okay. Nice team effort, everybody staying kind of together, kumbaya. This is a fast-moving, highly mobile squad we're talking about. We went into some pause, but Mr. Steve murdered us. No, that was our fault. We're going to deduct a point for that unnecessary death. Coming back in, we need to pick up our jump pack, and Goose should get back in the battle. Don't be mad at Mr. Steve. He's probably your friend anyways. Commando coming down. I do really like here that he moves ahead as the commando is being called down to take out this trooper here. So I'm actually going to give a point of awareness for someone of his skill level to do that. I like that a lot. Moving back. And now we can traverse to the next objective. So yeah, you can tell he's new there because You don't see him dive to put himself out of fire. He just stims. I used to do that so many times until I realized and watched some videos. I was like, oh, I guess diving does put you out. So, not going to fault him. We just have to score him on the level that we are expecting him to play at. But hopefully, if he watches this commentary, he'll pick up some tips and improve his game for democracy. C1 just ahead. O2 blue only has one stem and 66% health here. We're all coming up here to our first major outpost. Something a 500 kg can do a lot of damage on. We have another 500 from C1 coming in, so double 500. I think this is a 1,000 kilogram bomb here. Also, the laser is not a bad choice here to help clear out this outpost. This is a medium outpost, I believe. 3 fabricators to take down. We're going to double another double 500. So we got a ton, a literal ton of bombs being dropped on this outpost. Actually more, because it's a ton is 2,000 pounds. I did my math wrong. Okay, guys. The bots are probably dead. This is another 500. And there it is. Oh, there's a heavy outpost here, not a medium outpost. But overall, we're just clearing things out. New mag. Calling down support weapon. Tagging map. South, 300 meters. 300 meters south is the next cannon to neutralize. Looking really good on time. Reinforcements look great. This is going to be likely a very successful mission. I'm going to give a couple points just for staying with the team here. We're going to be up to 4. War Strider ahead. We're going to use a laser here. I think the laser is a little bit of an overkill. You only have 3 of them per game. They're perfect for taking out major objectives, like the 2 orbital cannons we have to take out, or add extraction. I don't know if we necessarily needed to burn a laser here, but we did anyways. I think an ultimatum would have been just enough. You'd have gotten just close enough and could have dove and ultimated him and then move on. But we do have the commando on cooldown, so we can be a little bit more liberal with how we use it, just for the time being. See, like, the laser would have been great for this objective before we got up to take it out. Luckily, you can see what a teammate does with it. I do like he's taking cover here, behind the rock. I'm going to give 2 points for that. Because previously he wasn't taking very good cover. Goose. Goose now moving up to the rail cannon. We're going to call down a hell bomb. It's not quite cleared yet, so this is kind of a dangerous idea. Here comes War Strider bombs. Oh, yeah. Ragdoll to Timbuktu. See you later, alligator. We'll take 1 point away for that unnecessary death. We did not clear the objective before we tried to call a hell bomb down. Goose being a little bit too risque with it. Also, if you're running a jump pack, it's a lot better to go from the side angles to help clear the perimeter because you have so much more mobility. You can help your team out by shooting from different angles a lot quicker. However, everyone has a jump pack in this game, so it's hard to tell who is supposed to fill that role for the team. War Strider ahead. Gonna go for the touchdown. And we're gonna stick it twice. Yeah, I'll give a point back for that. I like that. And smart enough to stay behind cover. I'll give another point for that. We're showing some intelligence, which I always appreciate. 3 grenades left here. But utilizing his full loadout, I do like that we've seen him use commando, we've seen him use ultimatum one time, and now the thermites, just a little bit later in the game. It's time to run. There's a hell bomb. Okay, good. I thought we were going to have another unnecessary death on our hands. O2 in desperate need of stems. Actually, the whole team is. But the resupply is coming down, and this is quite nice as we're back into the... Yeah. I mean, we're still figuring out the configuration, so this is really new. Goose must have just bought a war bond and is now leveling up Goose. I don't even know what level he is as a player. So given the skill level, a 7 difficulty is really appropriate here. I give 2 points for the attempt to climb the mountain. And I give... Actually, I don't give any points, but I do give a point to pick up the samples. I always appreciate someone who picks up samples. It's part of the game. The DDS needs samples. Super Earth needs samples. Always pick them up and donate them to the cause. One more cannon to go. I really like that we're getting a little bit of a flank going here. I'm going to give a point just for the positioning. We're circling this outpost. Would be nice to have a laser on cooldown, wouldn't it? The laser and the 500 both are going to play pretty well with this terrain. The trees are going to block a decent amount of damage. So you could consider going something like a double mortar, but honestly, those would just take out medium armored. Oh, here we are, a War Strider. Just, luckily able to survive. Those things are nasty, aren't they? Unnecessary use of commando. Would most prefer to use the Coyote against these troopers here. Dropship coming in. Laser just coming off cooldown now. As the team is bailing, leaving O2 to die on his own. O2, get out of there, man! 1 stem left for O2. He's still facing the enemy, fighting until the end of his days. Wow, we've already made it to Kansas. 1 fabricator just ahead. And this is the main objective. We're going to throw the 500 in with the laser. I like this double team. Yeah, just go ahead and knock this bad boy out. I'll give a point for that decision. It should be able to clear. The laser is going to move on to bigger and better things. Yeah, emotes. I always give a point for an emote when it's proper. And that was a very proper emote. You gotta kill in style in this game, let's be honest. Hulk just ahead with 2 troopers behind. The laser has something to say about it. Actually, the laser has nothing to say about it because we just ran out. Down goes C1. Hulk still out in front, hulking up, flexing his muscles, saying, "Come on, buddy, give me a hug." Actually, never mind, Hulk took a nap. Hellbomb coming in for the main objective. Hey, you marked your friend's stuff? Yeah, I'll give a point for that. See, we can make up for a lot of things with samples, emotes, and being nice to teammates on the points-wise here. See if we can climb? Yeah. No, never mind. I thought you had it. Apparently this is not Goose from Top Gun that we're talking about here. Can't fly quite as well. But the Hellbomb coming in, and we are prone for reasons unknown to me.
Extraction awaits. To the sky. Sample collection.
Samples? Yeah.
Activating jump pack.
Captain Bones is C1. I like that name, Captain Bones.
Throwing grenade.
Drop coming in. Extraction is available. Nothing really left for us to do. Maybe a side objective or 2. Couldn't quite see the mini-map on what we needed to get through here. But here comes a bot drop. Wouldn't we love to have a commando right now? Here it is on the left. Let's see if we can take it down. We're going to throw... Waiting for the 500 to come off cooldown. We're going to try that instead. Also works to help clear it. Someone's got the napalm barrage, which I think would also do some work. Horse Strider takes no prisoners with the barrage of ragdoll grenades. I mean, can be quite annoying to a lot of players. Captain Bones going down, reinforcing him back in the game. 12 reinforcements left as we ragdoll for the 5th time this game. Maybe more, 7th time. We got a laser cannon here, railgun. Pretty nice toys for our team. 1 stem left. And we're going to use the jetpack to actually get away and reposition behind cover. I like this use of jetpack. I'm going to give a point for that. We're just going to run from the War Strider and move on to better things. An outpost. Appreciate it. We don't have to kill the War Strider, so yeah. Nice decision making. We'll give another point here for this. Quick work at the medium outpost. We're here for an objective, and that objective is taken. Picking up samples. Yeah. This looks great. The only thing is I'd start getting worried about the only having 1 stem for health-related purposes. I would be looking at the resupply, wondering when it's going to come down. And that may be the downfall here, is that whenever I get below 2 or 3 stems, I start getting stressed about when the next stem's coming. 2 Devastators ahead, 1 Trooper. His teammates are on a different angle, so hopefully they can help out somewhat. Mr. Steve, not able to help at all. He's too busy dying. Dropship's coming in. Commando could help out a lot with that. However, we are not assisting with his bot dropped. We're only concerned with what's ahead of us. I'm going to take a point away for that, actually. I think we could have used the Commando to take out at least one of those dropships. But we can't be perfect, can we? Got a mortar ahead. Berserker to the left. This will be a time where you could use a jump pack to get closer very quickly and cover some of the high ground here. Get closer to the mortar so we're not using a stem unnecessarily. Now we have no stems. So I would be very cautious about advancing until we can get a resupply down. Still don't have the super samples. 1 gunship ahead, so we have a gunship fabricator on this map. Just ahead. So we have a mortar and a gunship fabricator just nearby. This is going to be not too challenging for our heroes, considering we got a laser coming in from Goose. And using 3 commando shots for the fabricator. I don't know if I necessarily can support that. But overall, the laser doing enough work to take care of a lot of these mortar assets and the enemies within the area, and taking care of the actual emplacement as well. So this is looking really good. Now we just need a jetpack over to the gunship fabricator and plant that bomb. On fire again, in fuego. Don't we wish we had another stem? Yeah. Calling on the resupply on cooldown is going to do that fat goose a lot of benefits, because not only is it going to keep resetting the counter so you get more total supplies, having a jump pack lets Goose quickly go back to any unused resupply pods. As long as we drop it somewhat in the middle of the map, where there's a really good chance we could double back and pick it up. But here we are, Commando in. And Captain Bones taking out the gunship fabricator, while I believe that's purple. Mr. Steve is calling an extraction, so we're T-minus 3 minutes until the taxi takes us to the house. Thank you, Steve, for thinking ahead and calling an extraction. Starting that timer down early. What are we doing here? This is a hell bomb. Oh no. Oh no, 500 right on. Time to stem and jump back away. Luckily it worked out okay. As we get ready. Now, I am going to be going on a trip here pretty soon, so daily videos maybe every other day for the time period of the trip. We'll see how many I can get done. Another 500. I believe this is the game of jump packs at 500s, let's be honest. Oh, beautiful. I'll give a point for that. Nice commando kill on the gunship. But yeah, overall, I hope That Fat Goose sticks with the game. I love to see, always love to see the new Xbox players in. I believe that's what he is, but I'm not 100% sure. Because we always can use new Helldivers for the cause. More Shredder ahead. Fire is doing some work on him. Expendable Napalm coming in to help the team. Commando coming off cooldown right now. I'd like to see him call on Commando. Goose, call on your Commando. One minute till we go home. Overall, getting a little bit messy here in Extraction. Bot drop from earlier is coming in on top. The expendable Napalm, though, is going to help block off that area where some of these bots are coming from, so that's really nice of that teammate to do that. Overall, this gameplay has been pretty good. There's some room for improvement. There's some good things that That Fat Goose is doing. I think the coordination and the general vibe of That Fat Goose is like, hey, Net, we're a good Helldiver here. We're here to support our team, and we're here to play and have a good time. That's all you can really ask for. Yeah, I would like to see him crouch and prone a lot more, given he has a jump pack. He's crouching. The prone would be really nice, though. Utilizing the ultimatum to its fullest extent. Taxi's here, boys. Time to go home. Let's go meet our makers. Alright, guys, I appreciate you guys watching this video. We will see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much. I'm Illiterate Greg, and this has been another Helldivers 2 commentary.